Hi all, welcome back to yet more Unconditional Surrender, the training scenario 4. This will be my part 25. And just before I press record, I was looking around there, but before I started looking around, I thought, well, we're maybe coming to the close of this. The French have only got 4 will points left, national will. And then I started looking at like what can the Western faction do here, and I think this is going to be. Let me see. I wasn't getting this focusing in, was it? Let's get my whole hand in there. Does that help? Yeah. I don't know why. I must have changed something about it. This, I think, could be the time for this. I think they've got to try and do something. I mean, I was saying that you've still got September, October, November, and December, Grant. Yeah. That is a long time to hold out. Am I getting a bit carried away here? Maybe I am. You know, I'm thinking about fighting back now, using this, putting it. Where do we put this? We got a +1 attack against any defending unit within 2 hexes of this. Initially I thought about putting it here because I thought we might well be attacking that. That might be attacked. That might be attacked. This might be attacked. It doesn't stretch to here though. So if I'm to start thinking this way, I'm either going to have to put it there that's going to have a chance at getting at the 2nd Panzer and not the 1st Panzer. Remember, 2nd Panzer was in Dijon. So it might be better placed there, or place it there to go after the 1st Panzer. Yes. The problem I can see there is if I'm putting it there, the BF's clearly going to get involved. It's going to try and we're going to try and take Paris back. Obviously, we're going to have to get this budged first, and but I've realised that if we were doing the 3-pronged attack, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think by playing this, I'm going to get right in amongst it and do mobile attacks. And a mobile attack on that 18th does not allow it to retreat into Paris. So, in actual fact, it doesn't have a retreat. Which is kind of bad in a way, isn't it? Yeah, that is kind of bad. So, but even if you knock this out, if you take it out, if we eliminate it, I suppose that's the only way of getting rid of it. Then, if he doesn't advance after combat into there, he's still tied into this zone of control, so he can't just move into Paris still there. I'm starting to think that we shouldn't be going on the offensive yet, because we should just be trying to protect what we've got still. It's tough though, you know. I've got the tanks. I've got that surprise attack marker can only be used on the offense. Maybe you're just getting too carried away there. I mean, I'm saying by all means bring the 2 forts that aren't in cities back, and maybe try and get around Dijon and do something there. But let's not go all gung-ho and use a surprise attack marker. I don't know, it's not easy, this. I mean, the other thing is the British have 3 air sorties right now. That can only stretch. Yeah, cannot stretch to there, unfortunately. but certainly could, you know, make attacks here. And assuming we do something to that here, or should we go after the 1st Panzer? We do have tanks as well. We have the tanks event. Again, though, if we take the 1st Panzer out or retreat at advance after combat, we can't then just step into Paris, because we're in zones of control. Even if you were to wipe that out, you're still going to be in the zone of control of the 9th Infantry when you advance, so you then can't just come into there. You're going to have to attack that as well. So yeah, it's not a simple case of just taking back Paris here. I think the best way to look at it is to try and protect the other 4 points that the Germans need. But that then means just sitting there trying to hold them off, and we've got surprise attack markers, we've got tanks, we've got air sorties. Well, we can still do a little bit. We can still try and mess about with them. Like I said, Dijon probably being the best place to look. There's a French unit under here, isn't there? Yeah. That's all I have, but see, that kind of needs to defend there, because yeah, I mean, if that gets taken out, then these guys are free. They're on the run for Nantes and Brest, Bordeaux, if you like, Toulouse. You know, if they do break through, but could it be that we need to come around and shore some, get another unit around here maybe? Yes, maybe abandon a couple of the forts to go after. I think so. To go after Dijon, try and gain 2 national wall back, and then but swing around with other stuff. This guy will come back to full strength as long as they have the 1 point left over, which there shouldn't be a problem with that. Well, make sure that they do keep a point back, I think, because if they're going to activate units in forts, yeah, I think you put the surprise attack marker back, Grant. By all means, use the British tanks on something. I'm not sure what, but even if it was maybe just on this, it's in the open. Does the air reach there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it doesn't. That's a problem, eh? So what's the options, but finding the right one. Okay, I mean, pause, try to think of things, and I think we do want to jump out of these 2 forts. I think I was checking the rules for that. It doesn't cost any movement to do that. You would just activate this unit, and then you decide it comes outside the fort, and then you would move it and use it accordingly. Once it's outside the fort, it doesn't benefit from the fort. It will exert zone of control, I believe. So, and I'm thinking, well, what are we doing with this? We're trying to come and mess with the 2nd Panzer, but this is kind of getting in the way at first. So, and the French are, well, cannot get air support, cannot get the tanks event. This, an attack here does not get air support because it's out of range, but we could use the tanks in that. Now, I'm not sure I want to jump in and use the tanks right away, because it would be good to maybe, if we were to budge, well, I say budge this guy, he's got, oh yeah, Grant, he does have a retreat until you remove that guy out of the fort. Damn. So you need to take that guy out of the fort first. not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I was thinking that he's not got a retreat, but he does at the moment. And here. So, but the problem is, oh well, aren't you going to set up an assault on this anyway? I think so. So the assault could be this guy at the fort, and if we put him into there, yeah, I like the idea of that. That stops that guy, we attack with that guy. Right. Okay. Let's just try some of that then. So, yeah, moving the map about again. That's alright, it bumps back into place quite nicely. Right, so going to spend 1 French production. Now they've got 14. Yeah. So they spend 1, down to 13. And they're going to bring this guy out the fort. And then, yeah. So he's got 8 movement. So, but he's only going to move 1, 2 into here. Well, I shouldn't really. Well, yeah, because you're ending his activation. Well, the thing is, after one of these, if this has retreats, one of them can advance after combat. It doesn't matter if it's tilted or not. I know I will get an advance after combat. So that was 1, 2 crossing the river, and then he's going to make an assault into there, which would be another 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. Yes, I think. So that's an assault set up there, but I don't need to resolve any of that. He's going to assault that hex. Now, the thing that it says in the rules that this could end up being moved away, something else could happen to it, this could move out, something else could take its place. You can also, at the end of it, decide you're not going to do the assault action, and if it's empty, I want to say you don't carry out, no combat is resolved, but there's still an advance after combat. If for some reason this guy had moved away through other sources or whatever, and this was left, then I think that assault would still be entitled to do an advance after combat if it was empty. I would look into that if it come to any of that, but so yeah. And what am I thinking here is that probably the Alps unit's going to be involved here as well. But this other guy in this fort might be the 3rd unit that comes down here. Might be. But it might not be if this WDF can maybe do something. Well, we'd have to eliminate this and have points left to attack this, because it'd be good if he could get in the position to attack this, then we could use the British tanks on the WDF and really threaten this. Again, here's me with this surprise attack marker now thinking, should we be doing that? Should we use it? Even just maybe, I don't know. Because maybe this is the turn to get aggressive, you know? I don't know. Yeah, still part of me feels like I maybe should be using that surprise attack marker. Well, I think I can use it. I don't need to. It's not. I can't use it like I could the British tanks. I can't sort of say, right, we're going to attack and then play it. It's a special, because it's a special event marker. I can't do it in between things. Like right now, that's me set up that assault. I'm pretty sure I could play it now. The phasing faction may put a surprise attack marker in a hex by performing a special marker action, which is 6.1. Yeah, it says the reminder there. It says this marker cannot be placed during a unit's activation. So I think it's okay that we could do it now. But thing is, yeah, I mean, if you're going to make an attack on this, now is the time to do it, because you want to benefit as much as possible from the +1s. Yeah, it's a shame that first Panzer's out of range of it, because I would have to put it there, because I'd want to benefit from the attack on the second Panzer, so I would have to put it there. Yeah, you can't get within 2 of that and 2 of that, Grant. No matter how many times you look at it. Because what bothers me is that I end the scenario and I've still got that surprise attack marker in my events. You know, I know there's still a few turns to go here. I don't know if we could secure Dijon. I mean, we are moving moving out of 2 forts here, and we could. Yeah. Yeah, and the second Panzer is going to get shut off as well. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do the surprise attack marker. Right, so I'm going to play it. We're going to play it. And I'm going to play it in that hex there. I can put in whatever hex I like, I believe. And so any combat against any defender within 2 hexes of that. Sorry. Anybody we attack within 2 hexes of that, we would get a +1 DRM. I'm assuming that going by assault, you know, we would only get a +1. If more than one surprise attack marker is on the map, only one +1 DRM per combat is applied from these markers. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to give, like, if you've got an assault with 3 units, it's not going to give +1 to each unit. Yeah, it does say, if it is in a hex, the phasing faction applies a +1 DRM to any combat against a unit defending in a hex within 2 hexes. Yeah, it's clear there. It's clear. So it's not, the unit doesn't get the +1 that's attacking. The combat receives an extra +1. So if it's a 3-pronged assault or for whatever, it's an extra +1. Okay. So we're doing it. Let's do it. Yeah, I do feel it's probably going to be wasted over here. Well, not the BF's probably going to have a go at this guy, but whether he's going to, if he does anything to this guy, whether he's going to advance it in that hex, I think that's a mistake. Like, because then the first Panzer's then free to run riot. So it also depends, though. I mean, I might be able to, maybe not. Not really this turn, like I'm saying, bring some reinforcements up to here. Remember, the French are, yeah, they've got, oh no, they're eliminated. They were eliminated, so now they're not coming back this turn. Possibly this 10th, though, could come around. The 10th infantry there, the French, 10th. Because I don't think I'm going to do mobile attack on this. Okay, Grant, get on that. Right, so we're playing the surprise attack marker. Good. Anything within 2. I'm now going to go and... Yeah, because now... No, hold on. Stop. Yeah, let's probably stick back where you were thinking at first. The WDF here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can't get air support, but you're just going to have a bash at him. Now you've got that +1 as well, makes it better. So it's basically a +2 against a +2. Because I don't want to use the tanks there. I want to keep the tanks for the actual city attack. So this is going to be a bit of a... Yeah, depends how the dice swing, really. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to activate the WDF. Yeah, okay, I'm going to activate the WDF. That's 2 points to activate because it's mobile. And he's got 10 points though, which is kind of good. That's why we're going for mobile here for sure. So he's going to attack him, which is going to be 2 points only. So he's got 8 points left. Now the last thing that the Western faction want here is a stop result. So I like to say he's +2 for German, he's +1 for British, but within range of the surprise attack marker. So an extra +1 there. Not within range to get an air sortie. Yes, I could throw the tanks in, but I feel like we've got to just hold off on that just yet. So the British even, are attacking. So there's a +2 for the British. Let's say +1 for being British and +1 for surprise attack, and then the Germans get +2. He's not isolated, however, he does not have a retreat. So yeah, as long as we don't get a stop result, we're getting 4 shots at messing with this. 5 shots at messing with this guy. It does make you feel like chucking the tanks in right now, though, when you think about it. But no, because Dijon's our target here. This guy can't retreat. Remember, he can't retreat. Just get a retreat result on him. Then he's reduced, and then you get that extra. Well, he gets a -2 to his roll then. So that's all you're looking for. Okay, yeah, what you want to avoid is the stop. You don't want the stop result. Okay, so here we go. Right, here we go. So it's remember it's the British that are attacking dice this time. So it's a blue dice that's attacking. A +2 and a +2. Oh, I don't think so. It might just be one off. So 4 + 2 is 6, and 3 + 2 is 5. No, it's just a diamond. So no there. However, they're going to go again, for sure. So we'll knock that dice down to 6. And we'll do it again. Same modifiers. Yeah, let's go again. That's not what they wanted. That's 4 against 6 down here. Oh, it's stopping them. That is indeed. So it's an AS. Then 3 more attacks. Yeah. Well, hold on though, Grant. The French 10th Army is going to get to do something similar. Oh, Louis. Oh, hang on. I forgot about the river. No, you didn't, Grant. You're looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, I keep looking at the BF and the WDF, and I'm getting muddled up with them. Well, that's the French 1st Infantry, who's mobile as well. Right, that's not... yeah, because they got +1 as well. Right. Unfortunately, that failed then, and made me feel like I should have used the tanks. But so he stopped. So that comes away. But this French first mobile unit could be doing the same here. And remember, yeah, it means you're not going to get the British against, yeah. Oh, you should have used the French unit first, Grant. Oh, you clown. Yeah. We should have used this first. It would still got the exact same modifiers. It would have been a +1 for French, +1 for the surprise attack. And okay, it could have got stopped. And yeah, I mean, this could have got stopped. But thing is, get that eliminated. We wanted this WDF into here to be able to have a go at the Panzers. Spoil it. So that means we're not going to get the tanks. We're not going to be able to use the tanks now around Dijon, because we've not got a British unit to use them on. Yeah, that felt like a mistake. I mean, this French unit can still go after the 1st German infantry, which it should do, because we are going to isolate this. That's the other thing. We're going to isolate it if we can get in there. Well, if we can get that guy. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to activate the French 1st Mobile Division. Mobile Infantry. Mobile Army, or whatever they are. I don't know. That's 2 points, so they're down to 11. So he comes in with 10 movement points as well. And it's exactly the same. He's not crossing any... Yeah, he's going to get all the attacks as well. Unless the Germans can stop him again. You can see, though, it's not an awful lot between it. So, yeah, let's do this. So, again, it's a +2, +1 for being French, +1 for the surprise attack marker, and the defender is +2 for being German. Germans can't add anything at all. No. And it's out of range from the air. Okay, let's do it. Right, where's my dice box? No. Right, so is the blue dice attacking again? Ooh, there we go. I'm going to kick myself now, because this should have happened first. What a divvy. So 5 + 2 is 7 against 2 + 3 is 5. Oh, it's not. It's a diamond. 7 against 5. Yeah, it's a diamond. I thought that would have been enough. So it's not. Right, so I'm not kicking myself just yet. Right, we're going to spend an R2, go down to 6, and we'll do it again. Here we go. Oh, that's got to be this time. I'm going to be kicking myself now. So that 6 + 2 is 8, and 2 + 2 is 4. It is indeed a retreat. So the German unit cannot retreat. This is attack on the 1st German infantry, remember. And here is... No, he's not got a retreat. No, he's not got a retreat, so he's got to take a step loss. Okay, and the French are going in again. I'm going to spend an R2, so down to 4. You can see that's like having 5 attacks. But, well, you seen what happened with that. Again, the British one, getting the stop result, how brutal that could have been. Or how brutal it was for the Allies anyway. For the Western faction. Right, so we're spent again. We're going, oh, stop. He's reduced now. So he gets a -2. So he's on a 0. It's a +2 to a 0 here. Because he's reduced. And again, he's not got a retreat. Oh! How about that? I'm not sure if that was stop. I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, maybe. So 2 plus 1's 3, and he's on 0.6 as a stop. How about that? How about that? The Germans get a roll. Yeah, because they were +2, but -2 for being reduced. Yeah, so they were on a 0 modifier. Turns out to be a 6 against a 3. Attacker stopped. Well, I don't need to be kicking myself now then, because the unit survived in the hex. So that's his movement finished. And he stopped. And I mean, he's still reduced, but yeah, there's now nothing to attack him. And of course, I went in there and declared that as an assault, which was to shut off his retreat hex. Alps unit cannot come around. That's a prohibited hex, isn't it? Switzerland there. Just obviously thinking about trying to get something around it this hex, but he cannot move into there, and he cannot move from there to there, obviously. The only guy we've got is this, but he's reduced as well. So that battle would be the Germans' Dyro modifier a 0, and the French modifier would be a -1. Oh no, it'd be a 0 as well, because of the surprise attack. That's, yeah, maybe. Don't know, am I being daft now? The thing is, we're not getting anything into this hex now, but, well, maybe see what happens against Dijon, because all you can muster now against Dijon is 3 French units. Yeah, with a surprise attack. That's not great, is it? We really wanted the British unit for the tanks. There's another thought. Let's just surround Dijon and, take them out of supply. I mean, the Germans are going to have a chance to try and do something about that, which is a really good way. It's a really nice way to do the supply situation in this game, isn't it? You can't sort of you can catch yourself out, as I've done already, but you can't get caught out by the opposing faction, Not straight up, yes, they could mess about with you the next second turn, but... well, we've got the surprise attack marker down. We're as well having a shot at the second Panzer. I think he's going to battle his way out of it, probably. Well, nothing more to do there anyway. Right, okay. Let's activate. Is it this one that's not a city? Yeah. So going to bring him down to there. Yeah, I can't move around. I'd still like to have brought this guy around, but I can't. But I might be bringing that guy up there just to have a wee whack at that. Why not? So let's activate the, whatever this is, the 5th infantry, French infantry. So they're down to 10. I want to say they're maybe going to be struggling for points. They're not mobilising, but they want to repair this guy. Well, assuming he's still there, because he's maybe going to go up and have an attack. Right. So I've activated him. He's coming out of the fort. He's got 8 points, so I won't need the dice for this one, though, because he's going to come down and set up for an assault as well. by going 1-2 across the river, 3-4 across the river, and then it's 3 more to attack into Dijon. Yeah, let's do it. So it's the second unit assaulting, and yeah, the third one's going to be the Alps, and he can't move. Yeah, you could bring this 10th infantry around for this. Well, hold on, nothing else is going to change here. So we're going to activate the Alps unit, and he's going to assault as well on Dijon. So they're down to 9 points. Yeah. So they're probably going to be struggling with their points, I think. And that's the third part of the assault. Now, do we want to resolve the assault now? No. No, because we want to get him isolated. That was the whole reason. So we're either going to bring this guy up and have a go on a straightforward, but can this guy come around maybe? 1-2. He can't move into the other one. Damn. And that's going to be another 2. Yuck. 1-2, 3-4, 5-6. Oh, he's got enough. He's got enough for one attack. And does that really... It doesn't really affect things there. I mean, nah. So if he got around there, he's at a +1 for being French, +1 for the surprise attack, and he's at a -2. It's a +2 to a -2. And you just need a defender retreat. Whereas this would be a... That would be a +2 to a -2. That would be a 0. That would be a 0 as well. So it'd be a 0 against a 0. And if I put that guy in that X, then that's that. I'm going to do that. I just feel like we're taking a bit too much away from here, which is a bit worrying. I mean, the only French unit we've got is in Le Havre, which is holding, but if he was to get attacked, and yeah, I'm not going to be doing it. The first Panzer, yeah, this is a bit of a gamble, isn't it? The first Panzer breaks through there, like I've said. Then there's 2 cities. I mean, he's not going to be able to go into them both in the one turn, but yeah, the +2 to the -2 is too tempting. So I'm going to activate the 10th French infantry for 1. And then I'm going to move him 1-2 across the river. And then 3-4. This is a friendly city, but it's into rough, not across the transport line. So it's going to cost me 2 to move in there. So 3-4, and then up the transport line 5-6, and then 2 movement points left to make that 1 attack there. So he's burnt out for movement. Yeah, no commitment, can't commit anything. However, the French get +1 for being French and +1 for the surprise attack. So they're sitting on a +2. The Germans, I don't know why I said -2. Yeah, did I say +2 to -2? I maybe was forgetting about the fact that they're German. So yeah, so the Germans are going to get +2 for being German, -2 for being reduced. They are not isolated, no. Okay, so it's a +2 to a 0. And again, the blue dice is attacking. So here we go, just need a retreat result. I think that should be enough. Yeah, I think if they were the other way about, it might have been closer. I think that's going to be enough. A 5 to a 2. Oh yeah, easily. A 4 to a 3 would have been a miss. Yeah, like I said, if they'd been the other way about. However, it's not what it is, Grant. So a 3 plus 2 is 5. And they started on a 0 DRM. A 2. It is a retreat. So that is the result they wanted. So this is interesting. So this guy wants to retreat. He's nowhere to go. He is eliminated. He goes in the eliminated units box. It's the first German unit eliminated, I think. We damaged one earlier on. We damaged a Panzer, didn't we? Earlier on in the game. Now, I would assume that drops German will by 1. Just as it does for the French, yeah. I'm going to take that. So they're going to lose a national will from 55 down to 54. So not a biggie there. But more importantly, this second Panzer unit is now isolated. Now we do have the option to advance after combat here. Do we want to do that? I don't know, actually. Not so sure we do. Is he on the transport line? He is. Because there is a chance that a possibility that we might want to get these guys coming back. I mean, the Germans are going to have a turn in between that, so I don't. Yeah, I don't really feel like I want to advance them into there. Paris is up here. And the other thing, I mean, Lyon and... I've got something else down here. We got Marseille, yeah. So Lyon and Marseille are down here as well. But I mean, we've kind of shut things off for them. I mean, these are going to move into the forts now. Okay, yeah, I don't think we advance after combat. That might be wrong, but there we go. Because it doesn't matter if he's in there or there. This guy's still surrounded. He's still isolated. Surprise attack marker still within his range. Right, I think we will resolve this assault now. The thing is, Grant, you need a DD result, don't you? What's the chances of that? He's German, he's a Panzer. Yeah. He's German, he's a Panzer, and he's in a city. Okay, the attack is not coming across the river, but... yeah, I think we really needed the tanks for the extra +2, and the fact that the air support is out of range. Yeah, if you could see, if we had the air and the tanks and the extra +1 for the surprise attack, then maybe. Yeah, because we're not. Yeah. All we're actually getting, our DRM for this is going to be. Oh, remember, he is isolated though, Grant. He is isolated. Well, our DRM is going to be, let's just say this is a primary attacker. So, +1 for being French. +2 for attacking an isolated unit. That's +3. -1 for the city. So that takes us back +2. And then 2 extra units that aren't tanks for an extra +2 is +4. Yeah, he's getting +4 as well. That sucks. felt like it was going to be better. Well, you could see, and I blundered in the way I done this as well. Because right now, if we took that guy out, we're using these 2 French units even, although we did need to use them all to take him out. And this was sitting here, then it would be able to move in there now and add another +2 to this. So it would make it a +6 to a +4. Is that right? I think so. Oh well. Well, I mean, the other thing is he's going to have to do something to get out of that because he's got supply issues. Does that tempt you into moving that 10th, advancing that 10th maybe? To sort of lock him in a bit more. I don't know. It does actually feel like that's a bit more... Well, not necessarily, because then he could break... come this way maybe, attack this guy and then break through here. Okay, you can't go into Italy, but you could come down through there and then around into Leon maybe. Yeah, I'll leave him where he was. Yeah, okay, let's just deal with the assault then. Yeah, that's not as good as I thought, sadly. So, like I say, +1 for the initial French unit. Oh, I might have missed this prize attack marker there. I think I did. So +1, yeah, I did. +1 for being French. +2 for him being isolated. +1 for the surprise attack is 4. Yeah, I can add that just now. That's fine. These are per event marker. So hang on, sorry. 1 for French, 2 for isolated, 1 for the surprise attack. That's on a +4. Then we take a -1 for the city, down to +3, and then we'll 2 additional units, so up to +5. So we are going to be ahead. But the fact that we need a DD result really is where the issue lies. Because they're going to get +2 for German, +2 for Panzers. Yeah, and these isolated, but we get the bonus to that. So it's a +5 to a +4. But yes, if we had the tanks, you can see it'd be a 7 to a 4 here. That's just much bigger story, isn't it? Alright, but there's no point waiting. We might as well just doing this now. I know we've got the BF still to... Brant just stops to think if the BF could get... it maybe could get around there, but it's opening up the gap for the first Panzers. The first Panzer then just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Nantes, 7, 8, and then he's sitting outside Brest, just waiting to finish the game off. Or in fact, you've got, what is that again? Cherbourg here. Then okay, Le Havre's got a unit in it, but Cherbourg's empty as well. So if the BF comes around into here, which it might be able to do, it might have the movement to be able to do that. Although I've declared all these as assaults. Actually, I think I could move that in, declare him an assault as well, and then decide which 3 I'm going to assault with. So you could potentially do that, but that's a mistake. Because not just first Panzer that could move, this could move, and this 18th could move as well. They could all just go nuts. So we can't do that. We've just got to go with what we've got. It's a +5 to a +4. So blue dice attack him. It really needs to be a 6 to 1, I think. Or thereabouts. 5 to 2 maybe. And not that result. So 9 to the Western faction. And 6 + 4 is 10 to the German. The Axis. It's a no effect. Yeah. Yeah, not a decent enough roll. Even with the tanks, that, what would it have been? 7, 11 against 10. Yeah, that doesn't win either, does it? Although the DRMs are there, you need the dice as well, don't you? Which is fine. That's fine. There's always random elements in all war games, I think. But there's plenty to think about skill-wise as well, I think. Lots of things to try and make happen. Right, well that's the assault. Kind of failed. I mean, the only thing is we've got him locked in, so he's going to go into low supply unless he can do something. But he's going to have possibly the 7th and the 12th infantry coming up behind them, trying to help out as well. But right, I've reached 50 minutes there. I'm running a little short of time, so we do have a little bit more still to do. Actually, not an awful lot, Grant. It's probably just the BAF. You've got the French unit in there, but he's not getting the surprise attack. The BF gets a surprise attack against this guy. I'll tell you what, he does not have a retreat though. Well, can't you just finish off? I think I probably could. Do I have anything else to move? I'm not going to move the R2 units out the forts. We didn't end up using him because of that. What I might do is move that. Yeah, do you not think you've got enough down here to protect? Do you not think that could do with going over there? Now, hold on. How many points have they got left? They've only got 8 points left. They want 1 for that. And they want 6 for the rear. That's 7. So that would allow me to activate him. Where could he get to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could get to Toulouse, but I'm not so sure Toulouse is the worry. More the worry is probably Nantes and Brest. Well, thing is, he is sitting in Lyon. There's not enough here though, is there? And yeah, I mean, I think next time, depending on what the Germans do, these French units are going to try and bash through this, take Dijon, and then back up from there into Lyon. And the only thing threatening Lyon is the 2nd Panzer. So let's activate this guy and move on then. So down to 7. Oh, that's a city as well, isn't it? Vichy. Again, I'm worried about this getting through and then going there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. Your fault. That's fine. He was 6 orties. Hang on. 1. Can we not be a bit more... Can we not get any here, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1. No, you're going into zone controls there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8 even, if you wanted to. But we can end up here. Is that not a better place to be, Grant? I think it is. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, so we've activated him. So 1 is moving out of Lyon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. I'm going to end them there. And remember, we are going to be able to put him back to full strength in the replacements phase. We've got 7 points left. We need 6 for our air, 1 for that, and that's fine. Okay, and then to finish the turn off, and remember the British will get some air support for this one too. Well, yeah. Yeah, because we're not getting the +1 for going in for the surprise attack. That's the thing. Man, you've got your tanks, though. You've got your tanks. Do we go after the first Panzer? Is that silly? I think it is. He's got a retreat as well. Let's just see if we can really bash this guy. Because he's not got a retreat, has he? We could take this guy out. Yeah. Let's activate the BF for 2 points. They're down to 12. And let's attack the 18th German infantry. It is across a river, unfortunately. However, still within surprise attack range. Right, hang on. Oh, I just marked that down 1, didn't I? Well, hang on. They could only activate 2 units. They started the round. They lost an extra factory, did they? 9-7. No, they started on. Right, hang on here. Did they lose a factory this turn? They did, didn't they? So they would have started on 9-18. That can't be right. I've done something wrong. I've got them down at 12 production right now. They've only got 2 units, but they do cost 2 points to activate. Let's just have a look here. Could it be that it was last turn that they've lost the factory? See, because they've got 9 factories, but 2 are... Oh no, sorry, hang on. They would have been at 1, so it would have been 9 minus 1, which would have been 8, which would have been 16. So they started at 16, because I think that factory, the extra factory, got lost this turn. So I think they would have started at 16. 1, 2 to activate the WDF, and 1, 2. Oh, I must have done it right then. I must have done it right. Yeah, I must have done. I'll probably hear myself saying it in the video that I moved them down to, I don't know, I think I said I moved them to 12. Kind of felt like it was at 13 when I done it, but they started at 16. They've only got 2 units to activate, and they're both mobile units. So that must be right. Okay. Right, so he activates with 10 movement points, and it's going to be 1 to move in the hex, 1 to cross the river, 1 to attack. So it's going to cost 3. So they've all got 3 attacks at this. So it's going to be 3 points. So down to 7. Yeah, they're better just going in with the tanks the first time. There's no point messing about, I don't think. Well, here's the thing. I mean, do they want to chuck all their air in, maybe? So they're going to put the tanks in. And remember, that's within surprise attack range. He is not isolated, because he's got this guy adjacent, I want to say. Yeah. But he's not got a retreat hex. Oh, no, he's not. Because that is a friendly city, but I wouldn't be moving 1 hex away from that. And that's not, there's a unit in there. Right, so yeah, he doesn't have a retreat hex. So right now it would be, the British would be +1 for British, +2 for tanks, +1 for surprise attack, that's +4. are going across the river. That's +3, and then the Germans get +2, so it's a +3, a +2. Yeah, I think they want to fly their air support, don't they? So yes, we're going to put a sortie in here as well to really mess them up. Mind you, the tanks are only going to be a one shot. So +1 for British, +2 for tanks, +3, +1 for surprise attack, +4, +2 for air is a +6. However, -1 for coming across the river. So it's a +5 to a +2 for being German. So good DRMs for them. And remember, the guy's got nowhere to retreat, so a DD result is what they're looking for right here. And that takes the guy right out. There we go. Oh, and I'll tell you what, that's got a chance. Maybe that might just be one digit too much just to stop the DD. Maybe not. I'm just kind of thinking along the lines. 5 + 6 is 11. And 2 + 3 is 5. Oh, it's just a DD. How about that? Let's just double check. 5 + 6 is 11. 2 + 3 is 5. It is a DD result. Just want to check the modifiers again. 1 for British, 2 for tanks, 1 for surprise attack, 2 for air. Is 6, -1 for the river. Yeah, it's a DD result, which is going to eliminate that guy because he's nowhere to go. I mean, the DD result means he takes a step loss and has to retreat. So it's him here. So he takes a step loss and he's not got a retreat hex. There's a unit already in there. Right, I've got to watch that surprise attack marker. It's not exerting zone of control, Grant. But there's a unit already in there, so he can't move into there. He could retreat into there, but it's not moving 1 hex away from the attacking unit. And he can't move into there because he's been in zone of control, so he's got to take another step loss. So he's eliminated as well. So they took 2 infantry units out. That drops the German will again by another 1 down to 53, which isn't really what's required, but it's still good. Now, the tanks go back on the track in the next turn, September. Now, he's got 7 movement points left. But, well, we did move this French unit up here. And I tell you what, surprise attack's still sitting there. And if you can get a nudge on him, you're out of Paris. Aren't you? You are indeed. It's going across the river. It's just infantry. Well, no tanks. Right, if I advance into there, is that... It's leaving a risk, isn't it? And if I advance it there, I've got 7 movement left. It's going to be 4. No. Stop, Grant. It's going to be 3 to attack. No. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be 3 to attack this guy, which would leave me 4 movement points left. However, yeah, it doesn't matter. If you retreat him, you can't retreat to there. He's going to retreat to here or here. You then don't advance after combat and you can move into Paris. But the coming across the river, so it's going to be +1 for British, +1 for surprise attack, -1 for the river, so it's a +1, +2 for air, +3 against a +2. Ooh, so we're going to have the edge on them. But that does mean we need to advance after combat, and that's the scary part, I think. you do have this French unit up here, Grant, and this French unit in there. And it is across the river. And we know they couldn't, even if they broke through there, yeah, it's going to be difficult. If that first Panzer breaks through there, it's like there's 3 cities just waiting to be strolled into. And very little that the French are going to be able to do about it. They will get 2 units in their mobilisation box at the end of this turn, but they're not going to mobilise to the end of next turn. However, tough finish here. I don't know. I was just about to say, yeah, let's just do it. But if I end up in Paris, this is still August. September, they're going to... Well, mind you seen how difficult it was to get that guy out of Paris last time. If he can get into Paris, he's got tanks, he's got air support. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So, BF advances after combat. He's got 7 movement left. He's now going to attack this, which is 1 for the clear hex, 1 for the river, 1 for the attack. So down to 4 points left. And we're having a sortie. Yeah, going to burn through his air this time, I think. And he gets... Thing is, he's going to get 1 extra attack on this, but that's not any good. That then means we can't. It needs to happen this turn, or we're not going into Paris. So, yeah, I mean, I can have the attack again, which I might well do because there's nothing else to do. But if I'm taking Paris, the combat needs to be on this roll. Okay, so we've got +1 for being British, +1 for surprise attack, it's 2, +2 for air support, it's 4, -1 for the river. So it's a +3. Okay, and then the Germans get +2 for being German. So that's what we're getting. Oops. Right, let me zoom out a bit. I think, see that? So +3 for the British. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's do it. So there's a big one to finish. The blue dice attacking. Here we go. Just want to retreat. Oh, and it goes wrong for them. That might actually mean they might not be getting another attack. This looks like it's a big swing. So 4 to the British and 7 to the Germans. It does indeed stop them. So there's an attack or stop result. Yeah, what did the dice other way about? For sure. So that does mean this dice gets wiped out and he's finished his movement and now he's sort of out of place, isn't he? Well, just need to hope that French unit can hold the Panzers and... Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't as if this was armoured, you know, it's just as easily taken out than his hand he is across the river, but... Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot. I think that's everything for the Western faction. Now, can they all... They don't have supply issues, do they? This must go away. And that goes into a special box, doesn't it? There's a box for that. Surprise attack marker holding box. Right. And I have to buy that back for like 20 points. And then it goes in the turn track 4 turns ahead. So it's pretty much a one-off in this scenario. So, but it was useful. It done things. And almost got Paris back. So, yeah. That's the poor dice roll to finish. So yeah, I don't think there's issues with it. The French units are all able to trace supply. They're all got cities. Well, hold on. Yeah, hold on, Grant. Well, he can show me trace into here in Strasbourg. So that's fine. He can trace into there, Strasbourg. He's in a city. And he's in a city. What about this guy? He's in trouble. No, he's not. You can trace into that unit and then into there onto the transport line into Strasbourg as well. So he's fine. And then these can just trace into Lyon. The British, yeah, are still okay, but I'll tell you what. Well, they can't trace through there now. Because that hex has got zone of control on it. Yeah. So we actually have to trace. So it's not the first convoy. We're going to have to use the third convoy because we can't use the first convoy. Well, actually, yeah, we can trace 2 through the third convoy for the BF and the WDF, and for the air unit, we can use the first convoy because he's actually in that hex. So I think that's okay. Yeah, just the BF and the WDF cannot get a trace into there because that transport line coming through there, then we're in a German zone of control with no French or British unit, friendly unit in that hex. So, okay, that's supply traced. Right, I'm going to move the guys back upright and then we're going to call it a night. Okay, there we go. Wow, what a great turn that was. Well, actually, we're not quite finished the turn because I'm going to have to come back tomorrow and do the... Actually, I should mark the sequence of play, I think, with a cube. We're going to come back. Just, I mean, yeah, it probably wouldn't took me long to do that. I don't have a cube lying about here. Ah, there it is. Right, so I'll just mark in the next... we've done the supply check, so it's the no supply phase. I'll just leave the cube there. Not that there's anything in no supply, but it's going to be replacements. And yeah, I'm just a bit pushed for time. Yeah, that was a great turn. Again, let's say, not quite finished, but great operations anyway, because the Germans had such a better turn there. And then looking at the Western faction thinking, right, what are they going to do? They can surely try and do some stuff. They managed to eliminate 2 German units. Almost took Paris back. And yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know though. Didn't manage to dent Dijon, but got this guy in a bit of bother. So the Germans, and then, however, we have vacated 2 forts. But I think the French stay in these other 2 forts. And remember, these are French cities that they're in, so I don't think there's never going to be an issue with supply. There is one problem. They can start isolating them, can't they? And the fact that they're not adjacent to each other. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But the Germans run out of turns, you know, I mean, only 4 more turns, but they only need 4 more national will. To take from the French, which is only 2 cities. Or 4 units, but I think more. Well, maybe a bit of both. 1 city and 2 units, possibly. The second Panzer's definitely going to have to do something. He's going to have to try and do some kind of fighting, or because he's not going to be able to trace supply. Okay, right, I better leave it for there. Anyway, that was most enjoyable. Whether it was... it was long and slow again, I know. But, yeah. That's how it goes. Right, I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.